Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everything Arsenal. Fabrizio Romano has just given us another update on our guy. Yeah, I think by now he's probably almost our guy, Oleksandr Zinchenko. So we've had a lot of news about him today. So this is one of those deals that by now I'd say 85% done. So here is the latest update from Fabrizio Romano. He says Arsenal are now discussing personal terms with Zinchenko as negotiations with Man City are progressing well. Arsenal want to be fast on this deal. Arteta is pushing work in progress. So that's the latest update from Fabrizio Romano just from like 10 minutes ago. It's looking like we're getting this deal done as fast as possible, and that is what we need to do to get these players in as early as possible. At the time of recording this Friday, we are now exactly 3 weeks away. At this time, 3 weeks from now, we will be playing against Crystal Palace, and you want to be 100% trade. If not 100%, 95% trade, you may be expecting maybe another one player joining. But the crucial positions, you need people like Zinchenko to come in as early as possible to help in midfield, to help you defensively. So, according to Fabrizio Romano, Zinchenko's personal terms are ongoing. They're talking, obviously, that is wages, and then a few other promises and stuff. But wages, I wonder how much is going to be paid. I don't know if it's going to be over 100K. Could it be like 90K? Maybe between 90K and 100K if I'm thinking about it, but it's really tough to predict. Jesus has come in, and I think right now is it the highest paid player at Arsenal? I think Jesus. So I don't know if Zinchenko is going to come in and become the second highest paid player, or is it just going to be okay with the wages and drop in at eighth or ninth in terms of wages at Arsenal? This players coming from Man City, he doesn't have to leave Man City. He can just stay at Man City. That's one thing we need to understand. So whenever they come to clubs like ours, like from anyone coming from Man City to any team, basically, unless it's Liverpool, you have to really convince them about a lot of things. And hopefully now we can convince him. And I think that will not be a problem. He probably wants to work with that once again. He has his other friend, Jesus, at Arsenal already. So it's kind of a mini reunion right away. I'm really, really happy with how things are progressing. I'm thinking by tomorrow, we'll hear personal terms agreed and we'll hear another breakthrough in terms of this deal. So I cannot wait to see what happens. That's the latest on Zinchenko. Personal terms agreed according to Fabrizio Romano. Arsenal are now discussing personal terms. Not just agreed, but I don't think it's going to fail. Usually, especially when it comes to Arsenal and Man City, we rarely disagree on stuff. As negotiations with Man City are progressing well, Arsenal want to be fast on this deal. Arteta is pushing work in progress. So another thing is that Man City are about to sign Cucurella, or they're in talks to sign Cucurella. So next season, if they have Cucurella, Nathan Ake is staying, Laporte is there, Diaz is there, obviously Stones is still there. They still have Cancelo, Walker. It's going to be hard for Zinchenko to play. Now, if you're at Man City, when you don't play doesn't mean you're a bad player. That's something people need to understand. Players like Mahrez and Bernardo Silva are usually on the bench, and De Bruyne starts. Sometimes Diaz is on the bench. Like this is a very, very good team. If you're there, you might not start. Right? That doesn't mean that you're not a good player. Seems if you could take the two best players from Liverpool, let's say even Mane before he left, if you take him to Man City, yes, you can say maybe he's obviously going to start, but you'll not never be sure. If we take Saka to Man City, will he definitely start with Mahrez on that side and all those kind of players? If you take Bruno Fernandes from Man United, one of their best players, if you take him to Man City, does he really start? I don't think so. If you take Crystal Palace's best player, take him to Man City, does it start? I don't think so. Like Man City is a really, really good team. Like 25 very good players that any of those 25 players I would sign. I'm not even joking, whether it's Cancelo, whether it's Diaz. So let's complete this deal as quickly as possible and hopefully try and tempt them to a third player. Let me just ask you for fun, if you're to a realistic third player you'd get from Man City. You've gotten Jesus and close to getting Zinchenko. If they were to offer us a third player, who would you take from Man City? A realistic one, so not De Bruyne or any of those guys. For me, someone like Bernardo Silva will be good. I know he's going to be very expensive, but if you can get someone like a Bernardo Silva, I'll be over the moon. But that's the latest on Zinchenko. Let me know what you think. Catch up with you guys on the next one.